So when it comes to Moises Caicedo, it looks like he's made his decision. He's made his pick, and guess what? He went for Chelsea, no Champions League football, and he still picks us. Kai Havertz agrees personal terms with Arsenal, and a lot of people are calling him a snake, and you know what? I'm kind of annoyed at these people, and we'll get into it. We'll break all the deals and the minute details down, but more importantly, the big one, every single proper Chelsea person, the one that you've been excited for. Apparently Chelsea have told West Ham, hold on, hold tight. You know why? Because Declan Rice, we're still interested in him as well. There are conflicting reports. We're going to break every single one of the stories down. And finally, there's some news on Andrey Santos, and this one gets me very excited because Andrey Santos has got his visa. We're going to talk about what that means. We're going to talk about how he could fit into the club, and then we're going to talk about the new sponsorship deal. And the sponsorship deal has got everybody fuming. Everybody fuming. And I'm going to explain why I don't have as strong beliefs as other people do, but these are just my opinion. Now let's get into the news and let's break it down, starting with the Moises Caicedo. Look, we're going to start with the Moises Caicedo news because it's the one that directly impacts Chelsea, but we need to understand these three deals are very closely in line. So number one with Kai Havertz, number two with Moises Caicedo, and number three with Declan Rice. Two of the clubs are still interested, Chelsea and Arsenal, and all three players are literally linked in each way. Kai could be staying, Kai could be going, Moises could be going to Chelsea, Moises could be going to Arsenal. But now we've got confirmation from Germany, and we've got confirmation from Fabrizio Romano, which is always a good indication that multiple sources are agreeing that Moises Caicedo has made his selection. Moises Caicedo knows what he wants. Moises Caicedo wants Chelsea, and Moises Caicedo is very happy to select Chelsea even without football in Europe next year. Moises Caicedo has decided that he wants to go to Chelsea and is going to do whatever it takes to get him out of Brighton. There is an agreement with De Zerbi, which is a very good indication. The talks between Caicedo's people and Chelsea have been going very well. Fabrizio Romano said this has been happening for nearly a month. Caicedo has got his heart set on Chelsea. Chelsea are willing to do whatever it takes. The obstacle is Tony Bloom, the owner of Brighton. And like I said in my other videos, and I'm going to reiterate this over and over and over again, if they want to play hardball to the point where they take us for mug, big man, I don't want to do business with Brighton anymore. At the end of the day, we basically gave you Gilmore on a free. We gave you a whole mortgage and a half for Cucurella. I do not want you disrespecting us over Levi Colwill. If you think Caicedo's worth 120 million, well, big man, I'm telling you right now, Levi Colwill's worth the exact same amount. I'm sorry, that's it. But in this case, you're not getting Levi off our hands. In this case, you are going to be selling Caicedo, so you might as well sell him to us. Stop being difficult. But Caicedo, the individual himself, has made a pick. He's liking things on Twitter, linking him to Chelsea, basically confirming that the negotiations are going well. That's what the post said. He liked it. The reports from Germany say he rejected Bayern Munich and he wants to join Chelsea and stay in the Premier League. And finally, Fabrizio Romano is coming up and saying there's no fee agreed with Brighton, but, and this is a big but, there is an agreement between Chelsea and the player. And this is very important at this early stage. Now we need to talk about the next piece of news. And the next piece of news is one that is revolving Declan Rice. But before we get on with that, I need you lot to hit the like button. I need you to subscribe to the channel because the subscriptions have been going very low. So if you're new and you're here, help a brother out. Help me out, please. And let's get me to 28K. We've really stagnated in recent few weeks. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's because I'm in the Dominican and the algorithm doesn't like it. But look, I'm still delivering the content. You lot are still appreciating it and I love you guys for it. But now let's talk about the one and only Declan Rice. Oh yeah, and Instagram in the comment as well. Pinned comment, follow me there. Send me your football related questions. I respond very quickly there. But now we move on. So reports are coming out from Fabrizio Romano that Chelsea have no intention for going in after Declan Rice. Chelsea are not interested in Declan Rice. Declan Rice will not be encountered by Chelsea. However, Telegraph today reports that there are two clubs that are now keen to go in after Declan Rice. After Arsenal have set a bid and had their initial bid rejected and basically got laughed out by West Ham, now Arsenal have submitted a second bid, which is £90 million guaranteed, followed by 11 million pounds in add-ons, 101 million pounds in add-ons. And this is where it gets interesting because the Telegraph's reporting with three sources that Chelsea, Manchester United, Man City, Liverpool, somebody, we don't know. 2 English clubs are going in after Declan Rice as well. And this stinks of Chelsea. I'm telling you right now, if I've ever told you, Chelsea are telling West Ham to wait. That's what the Telegraph is saying. They are literally reporting it. The Times is saying the same thing. Chelsea are basically telling West Ham, wait, do not make the deal yet. We will do our very best. Reports that are close to this player apparently are saying that the deal to Manchester City is being driven by the agent and is driven by West Ham to get the price up. The player himself wants to stay in London. He does not want to leave London. So this is going to be very interesting. We're going to be very excited to see what happens. I'm very keen to find out what the next steps are. I personally wouldn't be too fussed if we miss out on Declan Rice. That's just my personal opinion. Reason being is, I've never been so infatuated with the player the way everyone else is. I think he's a very good player. I just don't think he's £101 million worth, or maybe 110 the way West Ham value him. I think a lot of people have got this perception of Rice that doesn't exist. I think he's a very good player, but I don't think he's a match winner, the gold standard that everyone is saying. Personally, I would very much like to go with the angle of maybe an Enzo, a Caicedo and a Santos. But a lot of people are going to say, Alex, you're reaching here. Declan Rice is phenomenal. We can agree to disagree. Let me know in the comments below. I won't hate any opinion that says he's great. It looks like Kai Havertz has agreed personal terms, and this annoys me because I really like Kai Havertz. Like, guys, you know where I stand when it comes to King Kai. I rate the player really high. A lot of people don't, and this is what it is about, right? You lot rate Declan Rice. I don't rate Declan Rice. You lot don't rate Kai Havertz. I rate Kai Havertz. We're here because we have these opinions, and we're all welcome here. As long as we keep it respectful and we keep it engaging, it's all fine. No problem, no qualms. But what's happened with the Kai Havertz news is nothing new. Kai Havertz has agreed personal terms. We basically got an indication that the conversations went well. Now we know what it is. It's a 5 years plus 1 over 200k a year guaranteed. Yet there is no fee with Arsenal and Chelsea agreed. Arsenal are penny pinching since it's come for Declan Rice. Do you really think they're going to give us terms that will meet the evaluation of 75 million that we really want? I highly doubt it. I think this deal will not happen. I'm going out on a limb. I'm going to literally back it up. I believe Arsenal are going to price themselves out of this. I think this player is worth £75 million. Hence Real Madrid got interested. They realized he's too expensive. No, he's not worth the deal. Bayern Munich, they were interested. They realized he's not worth the deal. We're not paying £75 million. The players' camp is pushing this deal to Arsenal because they want to secure his future for the next 6 years. I've got no problem with that. I never have a problem with that. As long as your agent is looking after you and doing best by you, can never have an issue with that. But this is where my issue arises. We cannot sell him for 40 million plus 10 million add-on. He is too good of a player to be getting rid of. Keep him another year, risk going down into his final year, because for me, if he bangs next year, pay him the big bucks. He is good enough, and that's just my personal opinion. I really hope he resigns. I really hope we sort this nonsense out, and I really hope Kai Havertz stays. A part of me is very optimistic. Part of you lot most probably wants him out. I'm seeing the poll results. A lot of you don't like him, but these are my opinions. These are your opinions, and we can disagree on this one. We'll keep a close eye on it. Now we need to move on to the last 2 stories. Andrey Santos has finally got his work visa. He has put it on Instagram, and it is approved. The player recently missed out and had to go back on loan to Brazil, and he played for Vasco da Gama, and he did okay there. He's an 18-year-old, got a Brazil call-up. That Brazil call-up really instigated the move and just ensured that he was going to get his visa points. But what I'm most excited about is bringing him into the club, keeping him in almost, not the reserves, but off the bench role, giving him opportunities behind Caicedo, behind Enzo Fernandez, blooding him in slowly, giving him cup games, letting him learn, letting him develop, just giving him good treatment, just ensuring that this individual at this moment in time can balance the way he's working, right? Just ensure that he's developing, but he's learning the mentality to be at a club of Chelsea's magnitude. I think too many young players get dashed in, and then there's an expectation for them to perform from the outset. I don't think that expectation needs to be there. I do think we got a good South American core in the team with Enzo Fernandez, Thiago Silva. We used to have Jorginho, and it used to just work because the leaders were older South American Latin-speaking individuals. and that really translated nicely into young players coming into the club. So hopefully this is what we're going to do, bring Caicedo in. He's going to be another engine in there, a nice peg. He's 21 years old, by the way. So I'm really excited about the introduction of Santos. I really hope he stays. He's got pre-season to prove himself. That's what the reports are saying, and I think that's perfect. Give him pre-season, let him impress Poch, and let him stay in and around the squad. Maybe he stays, maybe Caicedo stays, maybe Carney stays, and we got some excitement going for the season. The fixtures got announced. We are positive, and I can't wait to see what happens. The final piece of news is one that's fairly controversial, and it's one that few people most probably will get upset, few people will take it seriously, and all I'm gonna say is, whatever your views are for this, I don't feel too strongly about them, because you're entitled to have your view, and I've got no problem with who believes in what, and everyone's welcome here on the Kavkas View, right? We're allowed to have different opinions, and we respect everyone and everything on this channel. So what I want to say, so it looks like stake.com, which is a gambling website, has won the race, and Chelsea are about to secure £45.4 million for a year to have stake.com on their jersey. This deal is higher than what Spurs have, and which is 41 million, and higher than what Everton have at this moment in time. And a lot of people have an issue with this because it's a gambling company. So they're gonna say, look, it's a gambling company and it's unacceptable. We shouldn't be doing business with a gambling company. It promotes a negative way of life. My point is, we can't be saying stuff like that. Reason being is, if you have a problem with gambling, you should have a problem with alcohol. That means no alcohol should be promoted at football grounds whatsoever. If you have a problem with alcohol, you should have a problem with insurance companies, because there are insurance companies that make problems for other people. Then there are banks that make problems for other people. Then there are financial agencies that make problems for other people. In every way of life, you're always going to find an issue to criticize something. So I think we need to be very careful in when we start policing what clubs can and can't do. Personally, my route and the simple route of this is, a lot of people are going to say, Alex, you're being very close-minded. I don't care what's said on the shirt. Reason being is, I watch football for football. I watch football for the transfer news. I watch football for the enjoyment of the game. I watch football for things associated with the club on the pitch. The kit never bothers me. I don't care. I never cared. I am not one of those individuals that purchases the kit. I have not bought a Chelsea t-shirt since the Shevchenko t-shirt. I think it was in 2005. Literally, it's been that long. I don't invest my money into football jerseys. I don't find them appealing. I don't find jerseys that are more worn for exercise as something I need to spend £120 on. That's just my personal opinion. I've got no issue with individuals doing it. I actually promote it. If you like it and you wear it with jeans and go out and you think it looks cool, so be it. Personally, I don't do it because I don't. I'm a shirt type of guy. You guys see me the way I'm dressed. When I go out somewhere, I like to look prim and proper with a nice shirt. I don't wear football jerseys. I'd rather wear a basketball jersey. I'd rather wear an NFL jersey. But I'm not a football jersey kind of guy. Like, when I hit the beach, I wear a jersey. I'm not that strong a guy. All I can say is a one-year deal until we get back in the Champions League, hopefully, and secure a long-term deal. It's not the worst deal in the world. I'm not an accountant. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't know what else is available on the table at this moment in time to be so hypocritical. So, all I'm going to say, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I hope you lot enjoyed this video. It's a little bit of a long one, but there was a lot to cover. Peace out. I'm out. Have a lovely day. Au revoir. Merci. Buenas noches. Bye.